So here we're talking again sort of about this information and interpreting it, and we are being asked, or rather told, the function h defined by this, where a and b are constants, models the height in centimeters of the sunflower after t days. So it's height as a function of time. So it's the height as how the height changes as time changes. So after t days of growth during a time period in which the growth is approximately linear. Okay, and that's good because our our function here is linear, right? It's a mx plus b kind of format, right? Where you have just one x as a linear function. So what does a represent here? Again, in this format, mx plus b, we're used to having the slope, right? The numerical expression of the slope times x, our variable, in this case t doesn't matter, plus b. So a is sort of in the place of our slope. So what does slope represent in this context? Let's read. So the predicted number of centimeters the sunflower grows each day during the period. That sounds pretty reasonable, right? This is because if you have, for example, let's say it's 5, right? If you have 5 here, as t increases, t is days. So as it goes from day 1 to day 2, your total y value will increase by 5 because you have 5 right here, right? So it'll be 5 times 2 plus like something, 5 times 3 plus something, and so on. Because your slope represents how much your y changes over every period of x. So this is pretty reasonable, but let's just look at the other ones. B, the predicted height of the sunflower at the beginning of the period. Not necessarily. A doesn't have anything to do with the beginning or end. It's just how much will it change, how much will the y value change as x changes, or in this case, t. So B is out. What about C? The predicted height of the sunflower at the end. Again, it has nothing to do with beginning or end. It's just how much does it change as your independent variable here, t, changes. D, the predicted total increase in the height of the sunflowers. Again, that's not what it represents. Our A is our slope, right? It's how much the height will change per unit of t. So A is our answer here because A is the slope. Again, it's how much your vertical will change over some bit of horizontal.